Hello, everybody. Welcome to LToutdoors Sunday Night Live. Got some fun stuff to talk about tonight. Mostly, though, we're going to be talking about the kids' rod giveaway that I'm going to start doing. It is going to be a whole new series on the channel. I'm really looking forward to all this because I see it being a lot of fun, and plus, it's going to be helping put rods in kids' hands. I can't wait to see kids fishing. But I'll explain all of that. Gemma wants to come up and say hi. You can come up, babe. You coming? Just sitting there with her face on my lap. Oh, hey there, Lisa. How you doing? Thank you so much for the shirt. I love it. I wore it out fishing yesterday, so I got a good video coming to me with the shirt. But yeah, I got tonight. Like I said, we're mostly going to talk about the kids fishing giveaways for the rods. Got a bunch of rods here to actually show you guys that are going to be. Again, I'm going to test them out for a day, and after I'm done testing them, I will sign them and send them out to a kid that gets drawn. So, hey there, Mike. Hey, Mark. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Richard. Hey there, sis. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. I put a lot of work into that one. With all the extra stuff I added, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Hey there, Rick. Hey, John. Yeah, we had a blast out there, though. It was truly unbelievable how strong those rods are. I mean, I was worried mostly about the drag system, but those things scream. They work fine. There's no, I could have hooked into a giant, giant fish, and I was not worried about losing them on that rod. So thank you, John. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys could please hit the thumbs up button, I do appreciate that. It helps the channel out a lot. So, but I thank you guys for watching. Again, we're talking mostly tonight about the kids' rod giveaways that I'm going to be doing. I've got a bunch of rods here to show you guys that are going to be up and coming. But also, if you guys have any questions about fishing or anything like that, feel free to ask because I'm always up for telling you guys, some hints and tips and stuff. So it's been good lately, though, guys. I've been mostly drop shotting in the deep water this time of year. That's what you want to do for them big gills. And perch yesterday I got into. They're in that. If you can find deep water with weeds, guarantee there's going to be perch in there. Been getting a lot of pike. Just been all around great fishing. So down, big baby. Yesterday I came up with a new way to mount the camera on the boat that's going to look way better. It is such a great angle. There's only one thing I need to work on with it to make it stabilize because yesterday it was kind of turning on me and I can't have that. But I want to say thank you right now. I know people that donated said they didn't want to be mentioned and stuff, but I want to say big shout out. You know who you are, and there's a few of you that have sent me donations for rods. You've sent me money donations so I can order rods, and I have been. I've got a bunch of rods coming. I think we're up to 24 right now. But there is 40. I think we're at 41 kids right now, and there's probably going to be a lot more when we get this ball rolling. So anybody that wants to donate rods, I appreciate it. It definitely helps out a lot. Or if you don't know much about rods, you can donate the money to me, and I will buy the rods. I will have to start putting a little bit away though. Like if anybody wants to donate for shipping, that would be wonderful because it didn't even really cross my mind, but it's going to cost me a fortune shipping all these rods out. But luckily, I'm going to try to break it up. I'm going to do probably a boy and girl rod every week. It'll be every Sunday night or Sunday during the day. I will give them away. So, but that's what I'm going to be doing every week. I'll try to do two, and hopefully I can afford the shipping with that. I'm going to assume it's going to be for the short rods, probably $10. For the big rods, if I can break them down, if they're two piece, it won't be so bad. But if it's long and one piece, that's going to be horrible. So absolutely, Luke. Hey, Terry. Yeah, 40. We're at 41 for the kids right now. But yep, lots of rods and still more coming. So, in fact, I talked to a guy earlier. He said he can't get on tonight, but he's ordering. Richard Bray is going to pay me tomorrow to buy two more rods. So, absolutely, Luke. Hey there, McParland. But yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff to show you. Oh, hey, Paul, I didn't know you guys were camping already. I thought that was going to be this coming weekend. I hope you guys are having fun out there. One thing I want to mention that I did not know. Hey, Neil, they actually sell fishing rods at Dollar General, okay? Now, I don't feel so good about this one because I've watched videos where guys are reeling with them and the reel handle legitly bends on them while they're reeling. So This one might not be much, which kind of sucks because for $15 I could get one of those little kid rods and they hold up really well. But I did buy this because I wanted to test it, but also I'll do it for a kids giveaway. And just to spice it up a bit, I also bought this little Dollar General pack that comes with pliers and a crankbait, and there's a spinner bait in there and a spinner. So these two right here are definitely going to be going into the kids deal here soon. I'll probably save that for a little later for the giveaways, but I'm gonna try to do like this weekend. If you watch the video, I hope you did. This weekend was ages 2 to 6, which are those. I'm trying to do those real short rods for them. It says on the rod that it's ages like 5 and up or something, but you know, I know I fished when I was at the earliest 3, maybe 2, and I was fishing with a Snoopy rod. But um, I want to show you guys some more of these rods I got here. Like I said, I want to thank people. I've had a lot of people lately that are ordering rods and having them sent to me, and it's awesome. It's like Christmas for me to see them, but then the fact that I know I'm going to be able to get these things in kids' hands really makes my day. I know, yeah, that was the thing too for me was the drag. But I'm telling you, man, if you watch that video earlier, the drags are insane on these things, way better than I remember. Yeah, I got no worries at all. This one right here is going to be a neat one. This is the Zebco Splash. One thing I learned about this when I read the box, and I'm going to have to test it out, is it's supposed to float. This is one that they can throw. If they accidentally throw it in the water, it floats, so they won't lose it. So we'll put that to work on there, make sure it actually floats. And it also, I did notice they're starting to make these rods. I don't know if I like this, but we will see. They're making these rods supposedly tangle free, where instead of having eyelets, it's going to go through these little tubes. I did buy a special rod that should be here this week, and it was called the Tangle Free rod, and the entire thing was a tube. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. It seems like it would be way harder to respool it, and if you did get a knot inside, it seems like it would be so much harder in the tube. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna give everything a product review and a test, and then I'll sign it. Keeping the cardboard, everything goes back together. It'll look brand new again when I'm done with it. But yeah, all this stuff's gonna get sent to kids, and yeah, I'm just excited to do all this. The one that I just did turned out really good. The winners were a 2-year old and a 3-year old, so I thought that was cool. And yeah, so you've gotten good reviews too from the Tangle Freeze? You got those there? Yeah, I wanna check them out. I mean, to me, it seems like it wouldn't work good, but who knows? I do have another one of these too, which I'm excited about. And what I'm gonna do is, because Rick recently fished with this one and I fished with Paw Patrol. So when me and Rick get a chance to go out again, I'm gonna have, because I fished with the girl one last night. He can fish with the Frozen 2 rod, and I will fish with the Ninja Turtle and test it. So that way we can both see how they are. Now, the neat thing about this Frozen 2 rod is it's got a really nice grip. I wasn't sure what it meant, but it does have like a rubber grip in here. So that makes it so it's, obviously harder for a kid to throw it too, or, lose it out of their hands. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, this rod here looks pretty slick. Um, Strong like all the rest of them, Shakespeare. And most of the ones I'm seeing lately are Shakespeare's, but and I love it. They all come with these right here. And if you've never wondered what these are, they're actually for casting. It's so the kids can practice casting. You can tie this to the line instead of a hook and just have them go cast in the yard. When I was a kid, I'd set buckets up all over because I wanted to be a bass pro. I always watched those bass leagues. But I'd sit there as a kid and I'd try to flip in every bucket I could. And that's how I got as good as I am today with casting. Thank you, Robert. Thank you much. I appreciate that. Yeah, please, guys, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do. It helps the channel. I know, right? Same here. Yep. Yep. And that was the thing. Parents always had to complain about that because they couldn't fish. But it's all about, I mean, if you're taking your kid fishing anyway, it should be about them. Um but yeah, anymore, it's cool. These rods, I fished with that hard. That video you just seen, that was an all-day video, and I only got a tangle one time, and it was just a twist outside the rod, and never a tangle in the reel at all. I think they've done something different with how that reel catch works because it just doesn't. I didn't have any twists. I mean, it was excellent. Says Gel Tech on the. Are you talking about on that? frozen one. Yeah, Gel Tech grips. Yep, that's what it says. Which it is. It's like a, I mean, it's got a nice rubbery feel to it. So yeah, I think. I mean, honestly, I love this thing. I think it's gonna be a. I think it's gonna be a killer rod. I mean, they're pretty much all made the same anymore. There are some slight differences with them. Like the one I got here, this one costed a little more money, but it's still a really neat rod. This is it's an ugly stick, okay, which I love. I just got done ordering an ugly stick myself for this. But yeah, check this. This is the Hot Wheels one. I think it's amazing because I've always loved Hot Wheels, but this thing comes with a Hot Wheels car that you can practice with. That's very cool. Yeah, but this thing it has the same tip that all the adult ones have, and this one seems how it's actually an ugly stick, and it is bigger. It's longer than the real short ones. I'm gonna say this rod. I don't think I would just give this away to little kids. I might even bump this up for kids because to be honest, if I was 12 or something, I'd totally fish with this. I really would. The one thing that usually worries me with these is the line. They do normally have extremely cheap line, and the way that they line spool these up, they're usually very twisty. But again, the other day we fished hard with them and didn't have a single problem. So yeah, that the Hot Wheels, I was like, oh man, that is so cool. Very cool. I love that, man. I got those, and then this here is going to be an adult rod. Well, not adult, but it says 10 to 14. But this is how I'm doing it, guys. I want to explain this right now. I did break it up into like three groups, but then I thought, that's going to be too much of a problem as far as drawings go. So I've done it into two now. We're going to be doing those little rods are going to be from ages 2 to 6, and then from 7 and up, I'm going to do. I don't care if you're. I was going to stop at 15, but I've got a 17-year-old that joined in, and I don't want to tell a kid no. So I'm going to stop at 17. Obviously, if you're 18, you better just go get a rod. But yeah, I'm going to be giving away up to 17 now. But as far as these bigger rods go, if they're long enough, like this one is, it's a two-piece. This, in my opinion, is an adult rod. Any adult could use it. So kids 7 all the way to 17, there's no reason you can't use this. So yeah, this one here I really like, Zebco Wrangler. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's got such a goofy handle. Like it's almost like a mop handle. Like I've never seen one like that. It does have this cool carbiner clip though on the bottom, which I would assume you could probably hang like a. I mean, it's probably to hook your lure on or something, but you could put like a little measuring tape hanging there or something, or clippers. Yeah, it comes with a carbiner. So yeah, that should be very neat though to try out. This one here, this one still has the drag, the normal drag here. So it's not like a bait caster, but I mean it's got the same kind of. I mean it sounds like a decent drag though, so it should work out really good. Hey, there you go. Yeah, once you get them, you can't take them, and there's a lot out there. I mean, they stock them in just about all your lakes down there, Robert, and I mean, they're an awesome fish. They grow big. I don't keep them big. I caught a lot of 11s when I lived down there. Hey, there you go. Yeah, sinkers. I did a lot with sinkers too when I was a kid because at some point it gets harder when you're older. It seems goofy to be casting those little rubber deals, but the Hot Wheels one. Oh, kinda. Yeah. Yep. I guess it would be. Yeah, that's exactly like a bait caster. I didn't even think of that. I mean, they also this is how all the reels used to be back in the day. All the original button reels and stuff would have these, like the real classics. But yeah, it does. Yep. It's got that drag there. And let's see, I don't know. It might be silent too, like a bait caster. Yeah, it is. Yep, this drag ain't gonna make any noise, so that's exactly like a bait caster. It will definitely be interesting to see. One of the stipulations that I've got, guys, for I mean, obviously it's free for people that win these, no money, nothing, not even shipping. But the only thing I'm asking for is that I would like to get a picture, at least of the kid holding the rod, when they get it in the mail. But it would be even better if they can get a picture of the kid with a fish that they caught on that rod. Um, and I'm trying to make that. I'm trying to spice it up a bit more so that people just to kind of make those people get their kids out with them. What I'll do is anybody that sends me a picture of their kid with a fish on the rod that they won will be put in for a whole different drawing. It'll probably be something with a bunch of lures and stuff, maybe a tackle box, something like that. But and that drawing, obviously, because I'm only giving away a couple rods a week, it's not going to be till later on. Probably, in the late fall or even winter time is when I would do something like that. But that's true, Luke. Yeah, yeah, that would be a good way to get a kid introduced into that kind of. Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that one casts too, though. It's definitely. I mean, it's smaller, more compact than the other ones, and yeah, it should be interesting. I also got these two here, and I know I can't pronounce it. I've never been able to pronounce it, but it's Sigulyang or Sigaling or something like that. This company right here, Steve House sent me one of these last year. I think it was a might have been a bait caster. No, it was a spinning reel. Came with two spools, but that thing broke like day one. But yeah, China. But this, man, it's just a gorgeous, sleek looking deal. The grip is nice. I'm really excited to see how these work. I mean, if they hold up, these will be great kids rods, and they're very cool looking. I mean, look at that. The entire thing is like splashed with paint. That is just a very cool looking rod right there. So I mean, it's kind of a sturdy rod, and there is two of them. The guy that ordered these, they came from. He ordered seven rods for us, and two of these came together. So yeah, I'm excited to try these out. It should be fun, and like I said, it is a cool looking rod. I mean, it's got the nice little hook there to put your hook into. And again, these rods I feel like would be fine for all the ages, 7 to 17. There's no reason if a 17-year-old won this and didn't want it, that's fine. Give it away to somebody else. But, there's no reason. Like, for instance, my mom, her entire life, she used those Zebco's 303s and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, there's no reason you need a highly expensive rod and reel. There really isn't. If you watch my video today, fishing with those little bitty rod and reels, we got it done. I mean, you can catch fish on anything. So, yeah, very nice. Yeah, I think it is too. Yep, I think it's more of a unisex because I mean, it's cool. It really is. If I got this, I wouldn't even care that it has pink and purple on it. I mean, it's a paint splash. It's got stars. I mean, yeah, I think it's awesome. Does have a unicorn on it. I did not notice the unicorns at first. There's a couple unicorns, but still, it's a very cool rod and reel. So, but yeah, there's two of these. They even came with, there's actually a rod case that came with both of these. So they will have a little slip-in case, which will be nice. But again, I'll be doing a drawing this coming weekend for the older kids, but I haven't decided what I'm doing it with yet, except for one rod in particular. I'm gonna show you right now is definitely going to be in the mix because I did a video with it yesterday. So now I just got to do another video with another rod, um, and I'm hoping right now I don't have. I think in the older kids there might only be one or two girls, so I'm hoping that more girls and more kids even get into that because I don't have as many kids into that as I do the 2 to 6. So I'm hoping more and more kids from the 7 to 17 age range hop into this, especially girls. Because I'm gonna show you right now. I've got these, which a guy could use this too. I mean, it's definitely not girl colors, but these are the Wonder Woman spinning reels. Okay, and I'll tell you what, I tested these out yesterday, and it was me and my buddy John. John didn't get as much testing in on his. I kind of felt bad because all day we fished. I caught so many fish. He caught one rock bass. It was rough. It was really rough for John. So his rod didn't get as much use as mine, but I caught a whole bunch of pike. I mean, I was legitly pike fishing with this. It's only 6 pound test, just like those little rods. But I tied up a spinnerbait on here, was chucking it. The only thing that I would complain about is with these rods, they are more of a medium light. So getting a solid hook set into a pike, especially or any fish when you're reeling a lure or like a jerk bait, I wouldn't even try this with a jerk bait. It's way too light for that hook set. But I mean, all in all, it performed. It was a great rod. This was the one John was using. He used a frog towards the end there, and he had a couple hits, but this was the one I used. And I'll show you what I used too. I caught yesterday. I come home with 11 perch, and they were really nice fish. But I was using this little Widowmaker jig head right there with a white bonita. You cannot beat a white bonita, especially for perch and stuff. Um, hey there, Dopey. I don't know who that is, but sorry about that. But yes, I've got this right here, guys. This Zebco. This will be again Zebco Wonder Woman. Yeah, again, could be boys or girls, honestly, in my opinion. I mean, yes, it says Wonder Woman, but I mean, who cares? It's red and blue. In my opinion, I like those colors. You can't go wrong with it. Well, red, white, and blue. Actually, it is. Yeah, it's total USA colors. So, yep. But these ones for sure, I'll probably be. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll just do these two coming up this weekend for 7 to 17s. Um, but it's a really nice setup. The grips too. It has a really nice soft grip on here. I like these. Yeah. So yeah. All in all, though, I say good rod and reel setup. Used it yesterday and it did work really nice. But again, I will say it again, guys. If anybody wants to donate either money to get rods and to help with shipping, or just to donate rods in general, if you want to order some on Amazon and send them to me or something, I posted my email address in the link tonight. Email me. If you want my address to send some stuff to, email me. I also threw my Cash App and Venmo info down on the description tonight, so that if you just want to send money to have me order some stuff, that's cool too. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm gonna try and do it, all through winter if I can. If I already know for a fact, and I'll tell you, I was gonna save this, but I already talked to a couple ice fishing companies that will be sending ice rods too, so I will be able to continue this kid thing going into winter. I'm hoping I can keep the open water rods going too for a while. But yes, winter time comes, I will have ice rods coming for these kids as well. And Widowmaker Lures today said they will be sending me some jig kits for kids. So I'll be having some of them to start sending with the rods. And Freedom Baits even got a hold of me. They're going to be sending plastics. So, I mean, sky's the limit. I've been messaging other companies, and I'm thinking that uh, I'm not for sure yet, but Walker Custom Rods might get me some. Michigan Panfish Slayers is doing it for sure, which that's going to be epic. Yeah, so it's going to be good. And I might just message some other companies and see what they can do. But it was definitely a fun day. That was a riot. I know. Honestly, I love Wonder Woman too. I wouldn't mind sporting her stuff at all. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Luke. Yeah, like I said, I thought about it today, and what I'll do is it'll be a photo contest, and I mean maybe I'll have you guys. I could always post photos and have you vote on them even on the site, but um, yeah, basically, I told the parents of the winning kids today, if you could send me a picture of the kid with a fish and that rod, and I'll make sure I have some kind of special drawing for them later in the season. It'll be fun. But it's nice that I've got Freedom Baits and Widowmaker in on this, so it is going to be there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming to the kids. So my friend John even donated a tackle box. I've got a Spider-Man tackle box that I'm going to be loading up. So no, not that I know of, Paul. Not that I know of, but they would in fact, they would actually be really nice custom rods that they would be getting. They'd be better than most adults have. But, to be honest though, Paul, kids could ice fish with these little rods, no problem. I mean, yes, they're stiff, you don't feel as much through them, but if you got a bobber on there for the kid, there's no reason you can't use these in the shanty. But, it would be nice to get some legit ice rods in their hands if they ice fish. I mean, I'm not gonna be sending them out to Florida and stuff like that, but exactly, exactly. I know. Yeah, little Spider-Man tackle box. I'm gonna be loading it up with stuff. I'm gonna put Freedom in there, Widowmaker, my stuff. There's gonna be a bunch of things in there. All right, thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time though. I mean, if you watch my video, you see that me and Rick both caught legit big fish on those little rods. So there's no reason a kid can't get a big fish on them. Don't you worry if you're a parent and your kid hooks into something good. Just keep that drag set around mid range and you're going to be fine. Even that 6 pound test, I was surprised. We did get bit off a couple times by pike, but it was the legit grab and it's gone type thing, which you can't. I mean, you could have 50-pound braid, and if they do that to you without a leader, you're getting toasted. So that's just how it goes. But yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I mean, those rods work great, and yeah, I mean, anymore they basically make them tangle free because we didn't get twisted up or nothing. So absolutely, amen to that, Paul. But yeah, I'm really hoping though. Like I said, so far I've had 5 different people donate stuff into this, which is wonderful. I've got another guy donating tomorrow, but yeah, I'm hoping to continue to get them, even if they just filter in a couple rods, even a couple rods a month, as long as I can try and keep up with what I got. Because, like I said, there's 41 kids right now that needed rods, and I'm at 24 rods right now, so not quite there. But if I'm only doing 2 a week, I can work with that. So. Oh, that'd be cool, sis. Thank you. That'd be really cool. I tried. I've got 4 rods that I ordered myself, but really, especially because I'm covering shipping, I need to keep my head straight with all this. Because as much as I want to go out and just buy a bunch of stuff for kids, I have a hard enough time covering bills as it is usually. I'm like right on the dot. So I really need to watch myself. I don't want to put myself behind too much, but oh yeah, absolutely. You can't I don't think there's anything, Luke, that they can't bite through. I mean, obviously you're using fluoro, it's supposed to be better. And I have had better luck. I made fluoro leaders, me and Rick used them. I made them up like a steel leader and they didn't break. So, I mean, it was 50-pound fluoro, but still it worked great. But yeah, I mean, it's insane how easy they can bite through that stuff. Even 80. Okay, yesterday I had one bite through my 80-pound braid. I flipped out my one rod to show my buddy. Pike bit it off. He goes, "A pike bit that 80?" I said, "Yeah, dude. I mean, it's something about it. You can't break it. I mean, you could probably lift a tree out of the lake with that stuff, but a pike, just the way their teeth are, they can just cut through it like it's nothing. It's truly amazing what they can do." But yeah, braided line, it won't stop them at all. So if you're pike fishing or in an area with a bunch of pike, I always recommend put a steel leader on. I was never one for steel leaders because I'm afraid it's gonna. For instance, if I'm throwing a jerk bait, I know it's gonna throw that action off. It's gonna slow it down one way or another. But at the same time, I don't want to be sitting there losing my lures constantly either. So I know the gators, man, are crazy. But yeah, I do have some cool plans this week, though, guys. I'm hoping, honestly, to get down to Saginaw. I would like to get down there on the river with these little kid rods. Legitly little. I want to try like maybe the Hot Wheels rod for catfish. I mean, it is an ugly stick, right? But I think that would be a really cool video to do. The only other I have seen a couple other guys do these videos, and honestly, I think they suck. The guys are like the guy was it seemed like he was purposely trying to break it. He's sitting there reefing, basically pumping like you would an ocean fish with this little dinky rod, and then setting the hook like these bass guys do. I do, but setting the hook real hard like that. I mean, kids ain't gonna do that stuff. So I'll let you know for sure, Luke. Yeah, if I come down, it'll probably be might be in the boat. I was thinking kayak, but I'm just gonna go down and tie up to the bridge, and I want to try legitly for flatheads. I want to go out, catch some bluegills or something to take down and fish the bottom for cats. But another plan I'm trying to do this week is a sturgeon trip. I've got a spot picked out I mean, I've got a friend that's on the lake and he gets sturgeon there every single weekend. So I would like to go out there myself and either just drift in the boat for them with big wads of crawlers or anchor, but I'd probably take all my dogs out and just chill out there on the lake with them for the evening. That's probably what I do. They need to get out anyway. They haven't been able to, but yeah, I am hoping to do a sturgeon video this week, and like I said, I'd like to get a cat video in tomorrow. Though I am going to be doing a perch video. Normally, you guys see me using all my artificial stuff, but I would really like to. I would really like to do a live bait video using minnows, because minnows, honestly, you cannot beat minnows for perch, and that is why I do so well with the bonita. I mean, that's a plastic minnow lookalike, but if I drop shiners down around those big perch that I've been finding, it's game on. So tomorrow I am going to be going out. I'm going to bring my clicker counter with me, and I'm going to try to get a limit of perch. And I shouldn't even say try, because I'm almost positive I'll get them. I mean, yesterday I caught. We were only in the perch area for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, and I got 11 big perch. So it was a lot of fun. You just tell me when you got time, Paul. I've been waiting on you, buddy. You just tell me when. I am always ready. Relentless guide. Yeah, I know. There's actually a couple. I've had people. Well, even Mike that's on here. He's offered, for me to go down there, and it would be great. But I mean, for that's a hell of a trip for me just to make and come back. That's a toughie. So this other place, I'll just say it right now, it's Otsego Lake is probably one of the better lakes in Michigan for sturgeon. And although they're not the giant ones, they're still in the 50s. They're good fish. And I wouldn't even care if I caught a small sturgeon. I would just I want to feel one. I want to see what that armor feels like on their sides. I've never got to touch one. Hey Jimbo, how you doing, buddy? I know you pay for it, and I appreciate it, but man, I mean, as long as it's something I could do as a turnaround trip, that's the whole thing. I cannot leave my dogs, and I ain't taking them down there for a sturgeon trip and leaving them somewhere during the day. I just got to be back for them. So yeah, I mean, it would definitely be something I'd want to do though. I've been dying to get sturgeon forever. To be honest, the only three fish left in the state of Michigan that I have not caught is sturgeon, garpike, and buffalo. Those are the only three fish that I still have to catch. And I'm hoping I haven't got them yet, but I've lost enough gar that I definitely should have had them. So I know, but I just feel weird about it, dude, because like my that old dog Thor, he pees literally on everything. He gets into everything. I mean, there's nothing. He's too old to where I won't do anything to him. But I'd be so afraid though in the city though that they get loose. And hey, Subwoofer, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. It's happening now. Get your butt up here, dude. You just say when. What's up, Ian? How you doing, buddy? I do want to say hi. I'm going to say this right now. Hello to Chucky and Chucky that I met yesterday out on the water. I have been legitly meeting subscribers every day. It doesn't matter where I go. Some boat will come along and tell me, and I freaking love it. It's great. So yeah, I just want to say hi to Chucky and Chucky from yesterday. That was really cool meeting you guys. So yeah, and then today, actually, I met another guy. His name was Jack, real old timer, but cool as heck. We were sitting there talking for a while. So yeah, I just love meeting people. Fenced in, man. I trust me. I hate the idea of the city. That's my biggest fear is the dogs anywhere around traffic. Or hey there, Austin. We met at Wicked Wings. What's Wicked Wings? Oh wait, you're talking about the pheasant place? I'm guessing Rapid Wings. I do remember Austin from Rapid Wings. How you doing, buddy? The salmon are running in Little Traverse Bay. Oh man, I have been watching. I'm trying to watch the reports. I would definitely love to. I would definitely love to get in on that. No, no, it wasn't Chucky Monticello. No, it wasn't him. No, this was a father and son, Chucky and Chucky. Oh, I know, Steve. I know. I trust me. I get amazing offers all the time, but the fact that I have to work. I mean, my dogs are my life. They are my kids. I don't have. Most people have somebody in their household that they can depend on for, if they leave, for instance, they can have somebody watch them. But it's not the same when you're completely single and totally alone. Yeah, that's where I'm pretty sure that's where they're probably talking, John, for the um for the guided trip. Either that or Detroit River, but here mostly that's on here, if I remember right. But yeah, Burbot for sure. Yeah, they do good with them. I mean, the other day somebody asked me if the Burbot were in. That's just crazy, but they do come in November. You got to remember that, guys. It's always around rifle opener. You can depend on the Burbot to be somewhere. So if you're looking for Burbot and whitefish, it's always around the rifle opener. But again, guys, I'm going to start focusing on getting these kids rods. I'm going to do at least one video a week. My plan right now is to I'm going to be making it into a whole series. I got to come up with a catchy name for it though. But as far as the Kids Rod series goes, I'm going to be doing it every Sunday. And the way that I decided that is because I figured pretty soon kids are going to be going back to school. And when they do, I'd rather have it on a day that they can watch it, Sunday at noon. And that way they're able, if they're in on it and they win, they can get excited and see. I think if a kid was sitting there watching it when I said their name, they'd probably be pretty pumped. I know I would be if I was watching a live and I won something. So, but that's my ideas right now, guys, for doing those. Ludington. Ludington's fun. You caught a king already? How far out were you in the boat? No, October's not. The one video that I did was in October, but it was literally the end of October, Luke, and that was a spoof. That was a day I'm like, yeah, let's go see if they're out there. But it's always November 15th is like the guys that all go on the piers after these whitefish and stuff. It's always November 15th is what they count on the rifle opener. I know, Luke, and I'd like to. The only hard part is like even the adults that have won fishing trips on here, nothing ever goes right. So here I am with that stuff like held over my shoulder. Somebody says they want to go fishing, but then they can't come up with a day, or the day don't work for them, and a bunch of other crap. Just don't work. I wish it would work that way where I could be like, all right, let's go fishing now on this day. But it seems like people always got their own stuff going on and it just messes things up. Right? No, I'd definitely much rather burbot fish than rifle hunt. Rifle gets frustrating to me. I can't stand all the shooting. Yeah, Paul's in Manistee for the week camping. All 60 to 90. Huh. Well, man, that's cool. Fingers crossed. It definitely won't be long then. I'm keeping my ears peeled for sure because the salmon season's coming anyways. I mean, no matter what, September comes around like mid-September. That's a good time of the year for fishing salmon off the walls and stuff. So I'm really excited about that. I will say this, guys. If you're not already a member of the channel, obviously you can't see all the videos that I'm uploaded to, but right now my videos are actually backed up till the beginning of September. I'm going to post one more video just as a backer so that if I don't, I'm hoping to get some hunting videos the first week of September. But if something happens like a storm or something to where it don't pan out, I'd like to at least have a fishing video as a backer. But I am going to start putting another video on. In fact, I should take a poll with you guys because I am curious what days work best. But I will be posting a third video. Well, I guess fourth because I'm still doing a rod video too on Sundays. But I'm going to be posting a third fishing video every week. So if you guys have any days, let me know what days work for you. And dang, a tippy already? I definitely wouldn't have guessed that. Am I gonna get any frogs? Talking about frog gigging? I wish I could. Michigan has such stupid laws for that, though. What shirt I got on? Tonight, I am actually wearing the A1 Woods and Water shirt from Hillman, Michigan. The best part about this shirt is the back of it. It is very cool. Lots of cool stuff on this shirt. And Lisa, that is on here right now, she is the owner there. of A1 Woods and Water. Hey, Lisa. Yep, this is a shirt coming from A1 Woods and Water. You could probably order them from her. Can people order these from you, Lisa? Or they got to come in the shop? Oh, I appreciate that, Paul. Thank you. I am really hoping that this is something too I should probably say. My website might have to close down, and I hate the idea of it because it's nice to have that extra little income. But most people don't realize this. I pay 49 bucks a month just to own the website, right? Every month. There's been months where I haven't sold anything on that website. So then I end up paying that money and I mean, it sucks. I mean, there are months that I sell a bunch, but at the same time, it almost evens out really badly when I'm not making any money. So if anybody needs pounders, maybe I'll run a sale here soon so I can try to make money on there. Maybe if they called, okay. Well, there you go, guys. If you call up, look up A1 Woods and Water of Hillman on Google and get the number. And yeah, if you want one of these shirts, get them from Lisa. And they got different colors too. So catch a frog with a frog. You know, it's funny you said that, Luke. Somebody, was it you that sent me that video the other day, or it might have been John? Somebody sent me a video of this giant bullfrog eating a frog, and I was like, it was pretty amazing. I threw a bass assassin, which is a rubber minnow, I threw up on the bank last year in front of a frog, and that bullfrog over. I honestly think that anything a bullfrog can fit in its mouth, it will eat. That's what I think. Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Absolutely love these shirts. They're beautiful. How do you enter the giveaway? Hey, Danny, are you talking about the kids' rod giveaway? It's for kids 2 to 17, and all I need is their name and their age. That's all. And then obviously, if they win, then I'll post it on here, get a hold of me, and I'll get address and stuff like that. Just a couple at Tippy. That's still really cool though. Absolutely. Heck yeah, Luke. They're really cool. I mean, the back end of these things are so neat. They do a really good job putting these together. Yeah, bullfrogs definitely stay. That's one thing too. I try to like if I'm fishing with kids and I see a frog, I always try to teach them that, just so that they learn it because it is something fun to do. But honestly, anything you swing, if you've got even a bear hook, but if you got a worm or a fly on or something, you let that thing dangle in front of a bullfrog, it always jumps up and grabs it. It's a guarantee. I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you're planning to do something with the frog because otherwise you're just piercing his lip for nothing. But oh, you're Danny and you're 13. Have you been put in? Where are you from, Danny? I didn't know if somebody'd already put you in. I'll write your name down anyway. If you're not in already, I'll put you in. But you like to fish, Danny? St. Charles? Okay. Yeah, you're probably not in yet. So yeah, I'll add you. I got your name down. I will add you to the list. I will be sending out I'm picking kids every weekend as long as I've got rods to do it for. And this coming weekend, I'll be doing it for your age. So I'm going to do a group from 7 to 17 this week. So yeah, you'll have a chance to win one on Sunday. Good luck, Danny. Yeah, when you hear a frog, throw a frog. I'll tell you though, last night, Luke, like I showed you guys, I was fishing with the Wonder Woman rod and I did really good with that. But at the same time, on the way back, I mean, we stayed out later than I've stayed. It was awesome. It was getting dark. There was 4 otters and 3 mink we seen yesterday, 3 loons. I mean, it was just a beautiful day. But towards the evening, I kept seeing fish raise and stuff. So of course, I got to throw my mitt in my mouse, man. I was chucking that. I got so many hits and caught some more fish on that. I didn't record that because when I do the videos for the kids' rods, I'm going to try and keep it set on that. I'll only show the video footage from those rods. So if I put that rod away and start casting a different rod, I'm not going to save that footage. But there you go. Yeah, he's fishing around you, ain't he, Luke? You're down that way, I think. I know otter, dude. It's so cool. I love seeing them, and I have been seeing mink. I've seen mink every single day when I'm on the backwaters of the Asaba River. This summer, I have seen mink all over every day, all different ones too. Like the 3 I seen yesterday were all different. First, we seen a buck mink and a female cross the river, And then further up, there was another female. The otters, it was a whole family. I think there might have been five. I think there was four babies. I got a cool video. You guys will. I might even post it tonight on here as a short. I don't know, but yeah, I got a cool video. And I think the best part about the video is these otters when they were going down, the babies. I think they were feeding on snails, either that or clams, but more likely snails. There's a lot of big snails in the river, but it was cute. Every time they'd come up, they were you could hear all the crunching, and you could see their little faces. And the mama, there was one mom, and she was sitting there just yelling at us. She didn't want us anywhere near, but oh, I bet you do. I know every time I'm on Saginaw too, I see them. They're all over. I mean, mink are. I think they're one of them things where if you really open your eyes and you're in an area that's natural, you will see them because they are around. They're fast, but they're around. Hey Dan, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, congratulations to your grandson, Archer, right? Yep, that was. I was glad to. I seen it was him and my friend Guitarra is actually. I went to school with her. It was her kid that ended up winning the other one today. So oh, gee, I believe that, Luke. I have had a lot of people try to tell me that before, and it's like, really? There was a guy the other day. He's a friend of mine, but he tried telling me there wasn't many around. But I'm like, man, I seen seven otters in one day last year. I mean, I just see a lot of them. I mean, if I'm out looking, the otters are all over. That's awesome, Dan. Yeah, congratulations. And didn't you say that your grandson doesn't he live down south? Didn't you say he's in like the Carolinas or something? Yeah, Dan there. He was the one that won the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle rod that Rick was using the other day. So I'm gonna be sending that out to Dan, and he said he'll be able to get it to his grandson. So I'll be shipping that tomorrow. That'll actually give me an idea of what I'm gonna be spending on these rods every time too, so I can figure out shipping. Oh, dude, yeah, I love that, Luke. I get so many looks, and some of these people that are on here might not even believe it right now, but we have a lot of pelicans in the state of Michigan now. You cannot go on if you're paying attention to birds. You cannot go on Saginaw Bay and not see a pelican, guaranteed. I guarantee you go out there, you cannot not see one. It's pretty cool. No, but I will. You know, it's funny though you say that, John, because even me and Rick, I have been looking hard for them, and it's just like last year. As soon as the season opened, obviously you're not seeing them on the road because they're not laying eggs, and they're not coming up. I don't know if in the summertime maybe they only come out early in the morning and in the evening. Not sure how that works with the snappers, but yeah, they have just disappeared. I hate it. Sometimes I see bubble trails. Yesterday I seen some, but they were down deep in the mud. I was seeing the weeds kind of move, but that's in the river too. You can't drop a bait down to them like that. Oh man, it was cute yesterday. The four there was definitely five because there's four babies and they were small, man. They had cute little, they looked like little puppies kept coming up, but then the one adult was really big, big time. Oh, that's cool. That happened to me once, Dan, on Vanetton Lake. That's yeah, because they eat ducks, so they come in thinking they got some food, but then they're like, wait, this ain't right. You see the pelicans in Presque Isle Harbor. Yeah, I haven't seen them up here, man. I mean, but because Rick said that he's seen them or heard of them on what's the he's always talking about the one on Drummond. So if they're on Drummond, I can't see why they wouldn't be Presque Isle. But yeah, that's neat. They're definitely around. They're on our Great Lakes now, and I don't think they're going anywhere. Mm. Oh, turtle. Tuttle Marsh. You know, Luke, if you went down and looked at that though, you'd be pretty upset. That it's sad. That thing is dried right up. Yeah, it's just mud now. I used to go there as a kid though and get snappers. I mean, a lot of times they'd cross the road even in the summertime because they're going from pond to pond. But yeah, it is so dried up back there. It's ridiculous. You would think that I mean, it's a Ducks Unlimited, place, kind of like Clark's Marsh. I mean, why don't they keep up on it? I mean, if they're gonna make something to help with the reproduction of ducks and stuff. Why don't they keep the ecosystem going? But yeah, Tuttle Marsh, it's a wreck. It's a sad, sad wreck. And I don't know if you knew this, Luke, but there used to be good fishing in Tuttle. I kept it to myself, but there were some really big perch in Tuttle Marsh. Hard to believe in that muddy, shallow water, but I mean, it was nothing to get 10 to 12-inch perch out of there. And sunfish. It was always, I never got a bluegill, but big perch and sunfish and small pike. So, oh, is there really? Yeah, that's what we have. Yep. The white pelicans are the ones that are coming through. That's cool, though. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Madison Heights. That's in Michigan, right? That sounds familiar. Oh, did he? Yeah, it's funny growing up, I tried ice fishing a couple times, but it's even when the water was high, you usually drilled down and hit mud. That marsh has never been very deep. Okay. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, it should be. Did you let them know already that they won? I know my friend Guitarez that just won it. I'm pretty excited about that because her daughter, they had messaged me. Her daughter had actually um just broke her rod, I guess, last week or something. So Tomlinson's. I do know that name. I'm trying to think of who I know though that's a Tomlinson. I know Thompson's, but I'm pretty sure I know maybe not. I probably know them if I seen them. Okay, cool, Dan. Thank you. I really appreciate that because I was so worried today. I mean, it's sad, honestly, that I haven't had. I'm not getting very many views on that video, which is kind of a kick in the butt because that was my. I was hoping that with this kids giveaway, I would also, with all everything that I'm doing with all this and everything that people are doing, I was hoping the views would be up, but maybe it'll get better as it goes. I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty bad right now. It's not doing good. Hey Barry, how you doing? You ran the store. Which store, Luke? Hey there, Max. Welcome. Everyone knows his store. Probably know him then. I don't know which store it is though. Oh wait, you're talking about that. I know, yeah. Yep. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yep. Bubs's, I think is the name of it, ain't it? I've seen the sign over there in Wilbur, but yes, it's over by Tuttle Marsh. Now, Max, I don't know if you were able to watch the video yet, but I am doing a kids giveaway now with the rods, and today was my first day giving out a couple rods. I'm still looking for people to donate if anybody wants to either donate some kid rods, to put in on this. I'm going to try and do a boy and girl every Sunday at noon. The ages are going to vary. Like I just did a 2 to 6, or yeah, 2 to 6. Next week be 7 to 17, and then I'll probably do 2 to 6, and I'll just keep flip flopping. But okay, cool, Max. It was a lot of fun, man. I was shocked at how many big fish we caught on them little rods. I have tried second floor. I have some shorts on here and they do not do anything, which is a shame to me. I mean, I think they're great. I've made shorts cut into like the best of my top water explosions and stuff, and I don't know, my channel, if you ask me, it's probably the slowest growing channel on the it really sucks because I put all my money and all my energy into this. 9 walleye, cool. Congrats. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there on Saginaw Bay. I'd like to get out there. I know the drag was awesome, Max. I really, because I didn't remember that being that good as a kid. I always thought it stuck, and it probably did. But yeah, it was smooth, man. Yeah, as long as I had that drag set, those pike grab it, start screaming, and yeah, no problem. And that one bass I got that day, I wish I had a scale with me because I know it was almost 18 inches. So and it was really heavy. I'm gonna say it was 3.5. It was a big bass. That was because there was a lot of springs, like warm water springs that were feeding it and keeping it from kind of like Clark's Marsh is the same way. It's weird. I've tried last winter. I tried to ice fish on Clark's, but the ice never gets that good out there. Even middle of winter when we had a foot plus out here, there was maybe 3 inches out there. So I think it's a mix of whatever's in that mud that keeps it warmer than the rest of the waters between that and springs and stuff. Because that Tuttle Marsh is also fed by Tawas Lake. So I mean, Tawas freezes over good, but it has springs, and I think that's what it is. I think the springs barely keep it from freezing out all the way, but it always amazes me. I mean, even Clark's, there's not. It's only like 4 feet tops, and the fact that it doesn't freeze out is just amazing. I know, I know. Same here, man. Shorts seem to go crazy for everybody else, and I don't know what it is with my channel, but hey there, Brandon. Yeah, you guys are probably trolling, right? I don't like to troll that much, but yeah, they sure are, Luke. Yeah, I fell through once on Tawas Lake because there's a few of them out there. If you don't know where they're at, it's definitely bad. Hey, there you go, Danny. Did you put in for Master Angler for it? That's a beauty. I haven't got one that big, not in several years. That's true too. Yeah, cattails and stuff insulate it, but most of that marsh is actually wide open, Dan. It's just wide open mud. I mean, there's cattails around the outside of it, but I mean, it's just wide open mud. But John, I don't think I did. I was explaining it. Are you talking about the freezing out? Because you asked how the fish didn't freeze out with it being so shallow, but the fact that it never fully freezes thick enough is what I'm saying is it with whatever springs and the mud and stuff that's in there, it makes it so the ice cannot get too thick. And at that point, as long as the ice doesn't get too thick to where the sun can't go through, it's when that ice gets like a foot thick that the sun can't pierce through as much. That's when fish start losing their oxygen levels. As long as the ice stays thin enough to where the sun can pierce through, they're going to be okay. But again, it's most places, especially if they're 3 4 feet deep, they're going to freeze out. But the fact that that one somehow stays thin, it allows the sunshine, photosynthesis, and all that. So yeah. Oh, not yet. Oh, hopefully you got it. You took a good pick for it, Danny. Because I mean, this year's patch doesn't look the best. It's probably my least favorite of them all, but still, I feel like you gotta put in for it. The state of Michigan doesn't give us outdoorsmen enough benefits, I don't think. So the fact that we can win things like this is pretty neat. I don't know if you've seen them already, but yeah, that's this year's. And that is a largemouth bass, even though it doesn't it don't quite look like it, but yeah. Hey, there you go. It'll be hot by the end of the month for sure. People are already saying on here about some of them coming in even at Tippy, but yeah, it's still. I honestly, even if I hear that they're starting to get them, I won't make a trip yet. I want to make sure. Um, I want to make sure the bite is hot for the channel before I even take a trip. So, but I've got my own salmon spots now. I don't. I mean, I would like to make a West Side trip for a day this year somewhere, but it has to be somewhere that's not packed with people. I'm going to be picky about that. Especially if there's a possibility of snaggers. I can't promise I won't throw someone in, so I can't be around that. Yes, that's for sure, Luke. Yeah, they're dangerous. There's actually some really warm water springs on Hubbard that are bad. One of them's in like 60 feet of water. It was crazy. I went out there on a winter that was like 2 foot. People are driving all over, and I see this one big open hole. I mean, it was, yeah, you got to watch that for sure. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and the thing I hate the most about that patch, I mean, I like that they put a log and weed in, I guess. That's probably the coolest part of it. But like last year's with the sunfish was so bright. I feel like they should have kept stuff bright. I don't like the dark stuff. But they're all better than the one I got back in like 2012 or something. That thing sucked. But yeah, I got lots of them. That ain't even all of them. I'm gonna keep collecting though. I do need to get some more. I've been trying to focus on them. I really want to get the dogfish one. I've been trying hard for that, but thanks, sis. You have a good evening too. Well, Steve, I actually don't fish the same spots very often, so I'm not sure what you're talking about there. And I fish different species all the time. I have been posting. In fact, you're only seeing it because you're not a member yet. But if you become a member of the channel, you'll see how far I've come through the season. And I have literally targeted every species. I have videos out right now for just about everything but muskie and sturgeon. So it's all up and coming. I've been trying to flip flop because I don't, I do have like a million bass videos right now, but I don't want to put them out that way. I'll post, one bass video here, pike video, panfish video. I'm doing a lot of pan fishing right now so that I can start breaking up all the bass videos. But I do my nobody else, especially in the state of Michigan, nobody has the content I do. I don't care what anybody says. I put more work into my channel and more species that I target and legitly target and catch than anybody I know. So these guys out there that are usually doing good are on their own little farm fed ponds. So thank you, Terry. 9.5. Oh man, yeah, that's a good one. I got a 10 the other day. So I don't agree with that some things though, Barry, because there are little lakes that easily I've seen idiots go out and fish out, but I don't fish. I don't fish little lakes, and I don't fish the same spots very often. So, well, I'm getting off, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for chatting. I will chat with you next Sunday again. Hopefully, people can get in, help me with this kids fishing thing. I look forward to